Hey, thanks for watching Finnegan's Garage. Do me a favor, click the like and subscribe button, which is somewhere over here. Thank you. This video is all about answering your questions about Game Over. Clearly, you guys are into boats because you watch these videos more than anything else we work on here in Finnegan's Garage. So, for those of you that are new, this is Game Over. It's my jet boat. It is a Tom Peterson Placecraft hull. The hull weighs 420 pounds. The whole boat together, ready to run, I'm guesstimating is about 1,700 pounds. And right about now, this twin turbo Sonny Leonard Hemi is making about 1,700 horsepower. And the biggest question you guys have had so far is, how are we making it launch? I'm going to show you right now. So a lot of you ask, why do I have that bottle in between the seats there? That is a compressed carbon dioxide bottle right there. And it's got a regulator on it. It's set at 100 PSI. That bottle is powering most of the stuff in this boat. So if you look here, I got my steering wheel. These are all my video game buttons. This one here makes the boat go forward and reverse. This one raises and lowers the nozzle on the jet drive. This one deploys the pop-off and vents the water out of the jet drive. And then this one closes the pop-off. So, when I'm ready to make a pass, what you see me doing in here is I'm sitting there, the bucket is closed on the back of the boat, the neutral bucket. I give it some throttle because we're not using the two-step quite yet. When I see 4,000 RPM on the Holly digital touchscreen right there, I open the bucket, the boat takes off, and that adjustable nozzle on the jet drive raises upward by itself based on a timer in the Holly Dominator ECU. Then, when it's time to slow down, I hit the little blue button, then I back off the throttle, come down safely, slow down to an idle, hit the green button, close the pop-off, and we do it all over again. This is where all the magic happens. This is a Dominator jet drive that is not stock in any way, shape, or form. Lots of mods happening to this thing to make it withstand the brutal torque that this twin-turboed Hemi makes and also have a good hole shot. The biggest secret, other than the fact that this thing is fully blueprinted by B1 Racing and has all the bells and whistles done to it, is this bucket right here from Henry Morris. This is called a neutral bucket. And what it does is it takes the water that's normally coming out of the jet pump, it runs into here and it shoots it out the sides. And so instead of water coming straight out and the boat propelling forward, the boat sits still and I'm able to rev the motor to about 4 grand without this boat moving around. And when I'm ready to go, I hit a button on the dash. Boom, that opens up, fire hose effect. We're off and running. Now, this nozzle originally came with a bucket that looked like this, okay? When this shut, the water was directed down and out this hole in the bottom of the jet pump. And when the water came out of the hole and went that way, it made the boat back up, so I'd have reverse. So upside of this, I can stage the boat like it's on a two-step with a trans brake, build some boost, and take off. Downside of this, I don't have reverse anymore. So around docks and things like that, this really isn't very friendly, but I'm not worried about that. I can paddle. This, I keep around for those days when I don't care about drag racing the boat and we just want to drive around the lake and goof off and I need reverse. So, other big question you guys have had is, what is this thing and when do I use it? This is called a John Mills valve. This is a pneumatically controlled valve that covers a hole in the top of the jet pump. Now this hole would normally have a cap on it, and that cap would come off so you can service the jet drive. Say you suck up a piece of debris in the water or run over your own ski rope when you're tubing with your buddies. You can take this access cover off and reach in there and cut the rope out or grab the sticks out or whatever. This is covering that hole up, and at high speeds, when I'm ready to let off the gas and slow the boat down, I hit a button, I energize a solenoid, it evacuates the air out of the top half of this cylinder, and then the water pressure in the jet pump forces this cylinder up, and a portion of the water comes out right here. It's kind of what you're seeing fly through the air on that rear camera view. Why do I need this? Well, this is a direct drive boat. The engine is directly coupled to the jet drive. The jet drive operates by picking up water from under the bottom of the boat, forcing it out the back. So now imagine this, you're hauling butt as fast as you can go. When you let off the gas pedal, the engine rotation slows down. All that water is still coming in from the bottom of the boat at high speeds, and it's hitting this impeller, which is slowing down. It's got nowhere to go, okay? It's pushing the back of the boat up out of the air. So worst case scenario, you're hauling butt across the lake, the motor locks up, the motor stops, the jet drive stops spinning, you still have all that water coming in here at high speeds, it's got nowhere to go, and what it does is it slams the back of the boat up, forces the nose down into the water, the boat crashes, and you go swimming. We vent all that excess water pressure right here. So when I go to slow down from a pass, I'm wide open, you'll see me hit a button on the steering wheel, this opens up, some of the water starts venting out, then when I back off the throttle, there's not as much water pressure inside this jet drive trying to make the boat handle in a manner I don't want it to handle. So that's what this is. It's called a pop-off. It's a safety device. The rest of it's pretty standard. We've got steering cables here. We've got an adjustable nozzle that'll go up and down using this air cylinder. And again, that Henry Morris bucket, that's what's enabling us to make those awesome videos of this thing leaving, you know, from a dead stop with a bunch of water shooting out the sides and, you know, engine roaring. That's the secret right there. The truth about this boat is it looks impressive on camera, and from the driver's seat, it's a rocket for about 200 feet, and then it just stops accelerating because we're having problems picking up water from the lake and getting it through this jet drive efficiently. And so we keep playing with parts that bolt to the bottom of this boat and trying to make this thing work. And so we decided today to go to the lake and test a new part we had, and my buddy Chris was out there on his jet ski, and he wanted to see, could his jet ski hang with game over for just a brief second? That's what this is.
Neighbor Chris, got a 2017 Sea-Doo GTI, 155 horsepower. See how long it hangs with Mike's Game Over.
How heavy is that thing?
It's only about 1,200 pounds.
1,200 pounds?
Max.
Wow.
I take that back. I take that back. It's probably 600 pounds because I'm talking two of them on the trailer. So
600 pounds, 155 horsepower versus 1,700 pounds and about 1,700 horsepower.
you got a little more top end than I do.
Head start. So when he flies by, at least it looks like I'm moving.
Okay, all right.